Hey, welcome. If you're watching this, that means you are a new customer with Modern Nature, or as we like to call it, Money. Welcome. So as a VIP customer, you get so many discounts. You get automatically 15% off everything. You also get a free product with every purchase over $84, which is a steal. So the only requirement for being a VIP is that you make 2 flex within your entire life. Now remember, those flex, they come with a free product, free shipping, 15% off everything, all of that fun stuff. Not only do you get all of that, but you get birthday discounts, you get access to Purchase Plus, which is the more you spend, the more you save. Now there is a 30-day money back guarantee. You can literally send the bottles back empty and they will refund you. So, flex, let's talk about that. It can get confusing, some people don't understand, so let's kind of break it down. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for your shampoo. So you can schedule it, right? It's just that simple. So when you start out as a VIP customer, you'll have a flex that is scheduled for either 30 to 60 days ahead. Now, that flex is not mandatory. You don't have to place it. It'll tell you how much it costs, but it's only for when you want it. So it's basically just a way that your market partner, who is me, would be able to talk with you and see, how is your hair and skin doing? Is there any changes that we need to do? Do you need more product? And if not, we just push it back another 60 to 90 days. It's that simple. So let me show you how we use some of our products. Now, our products are not like everyone else's. They're not like drugstore products. They're super, super concentrated. When you buy drugstore products or even high-end products, you're usually getting 80% water, 20% product. All of our products are super concentrated and medicated for your specific hair needs, so you don't have to use too much and it ends up saving you a ton of money. So let me show you how to use some shampoo. So when you use a shampoo that doesn't have sulfates or any nasty chemicals like binding agents, it's gonna separate like a natural peanut butter. So shake your shampoo. Now let me show you how much shampoo to use. That's literally it. That's how much shampoo you should be using with Money products. I use about this much, maybe a little bit more. So if you have finer hair, you might want to use a little bit less, maybe like a dime size. And if you have thicker, coarser hair, I would use a quarter size worth of product. Now the next thing that you're going to do is emulsify it. So that's literally just rubbing it in your hands until the product turns white. Like this. Now this is important because it mixes all of that together. Like I said, we don't have any, gross binding agents, so this is how we're gonna mix our product. So after you've emulsified it in your hands, you're gonna wanna massage it into your scalp. I always like to split the back side so that I can get underneath, in the back, right under here, then leave it for 2 minutes. And that's important. We do that for both washes, and yes, I did say both washes, I'll get to that. But it's really important to let it sit, kind of just let the product do what it's supposed to do. The first wash is going to get rid of environmental toxins, dirt, oil, dust, dandruff, all of that fun stuff. It's gonna get rid of all of that. And then your second wash is going to really do its job. So this shampoo, this is a volumizing shampoo. So the first wash is gonna get rid of all of that gunk, and then the second wash is really gonna do its job. So maybe you have super hydrating, shampoo or a smoothing shampoo. The second wash is super, super important. If you have a more oily scalp, I would leave it in for like 3 minutes, 4 even. It just experiment, see what you like. I like to leave mine in for like 3 or 4 minutes. I just like to let it sit there and do its job. It's amazing. So now we're moving on to conditioner. A lot of people don't know this, but the bottoms are actually super cool. Watch how this is dirty, sorry, I use this all the time. But see how it clicks open like that? So that's awesome. That is an easy way to distribute your conditioner. So I would probably use this much. I have a lot of hair, it's super thick and coarse, so I use a little bit more than most people. I also just love conditioner, but once again, you can experiment. But when I used to use drugstore conditioner, I would use like my entire hand, and so now I really have to use like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit compared to that. Okay, so there we go. We have it emulsified. It's nice and white and creamy. creamy, and then you can just distribute into your hair. I would do from ears down, I wouldn't go any higher. So you're just gonna let that conditioner sit from anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about really quickly is your healing phase. So this is an analogy that I like to use that really helped me understand what this is. But let's say you ate fast food, whatever your favorite fast food place is, you ate it every single day for 20 years, right? That your body is going to be pretty messed up from that, and you're going to be very used to eating that type of food. It's not really going to bother your stomach all that much anymore. Now let's say you go from that straight into eating a completely clean, just vegetables and fruit, only water. You transition in like one day, right? Your body's gonna freak out. It's kind of just gonna be like, hey, what's going on? This is different. I don't know how to handle this. It can happen to everybody, which is awesome, but it happens to some people. Mine lasted like a week, and I just got a little bit oily around my scalp, and my scalp was a little bit itchy, but that's normal because your scalp is literally detoxing all of these terrible things that you've been putting onto your scalp unintentionally for years. So your healing phase, it could last a week, it could last a month, it may not happen at all. It's amazing. So don't be scared. It's healing. It's like when you get surgery, you're in pain before the surgery, that's why you get surgery, and then the pain after, it hurts, but it's a healing pain. It was for good, and so that's kind of what this healing phase is going to be for you. The next product I'm going to show you super quick is skincare, and so this is our Be Gentle cleanser, but like I said, everything is super concentrated, so you only need a tiny bit, and I'm going to show you just how much I use. So this is probably how much I use, a little bit more for both washes, and yes, we wash twice with this as well. So once again, your first wash is going to get rid of environmental toxins, dead skin, dirt, oil, and then the second one is really going to go in and deep cleanse, do its job, which this one is a moisturizer. Once again, a little bit goes a long way. Also, a trick for your cleanser, if you're running out of cleanser like I am, when you're really running out of cleanser, you can cut the top off, and there's going to be so much more on the inside. It just is like hard to get out. So cut the top off, and you can scoop it into a little container. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is our Rejuvenique oil, and this is our liquid gold. It is so good. It does everything. It helps with eczema, psoriasis, dry scalp, scars, stretch marks. It helps with acne. You use it in your hair for your ends to keep them healthy. Sunburn. There's literally like a million and one things that this oil can do. Let me just show you a little bit about our Rejuvenique oil. So it comes in a bottle like this, and then you twist up the top, push down this button, and I don't know if you can see that. So let me tell you about oil treatments with this thing. Woo! So oil treatments are amazing. I do an oil treatment probably like 2 times a week. You can do it as many times as you want. I'm obsessed with oil treatments, but it is so good for balancing the pH levels on your scalp. So we have so many environmental toxins that will make our scalp's pH kind of fluctuate, which is why we sometimes get dandruff, or sometimes we get super oily scalp for no reason, or big flakes, or psoriasis, eczema. You might have a flare-up of something, and that's usually due to pH balance. The oils and the ingredients in our Rejuvenique oil help to balance those pH levels so that your scalp can go back to its normal state. It's also super healing. I have some scalp problems of my own, and so I've just been using this religiously, and my scalp is so much healthier and happier. If you want healthy hair, you have to have a healthy scalp. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how much oil to use for an oil treatment. Now it might seem like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. Okay, so you're gonna probably use like this much, and then you're gonna go along your scalp like this and just kind of like slowly drop, slowly, so that your entire scalp is covered in oil. And then you're gonna take your fingers and just massage it into your scalp real nice. I love this. It's amazing for new hair growth and also just a healthy scalp. So massage that in, and then what I do is I take another dropper, probably about the same size as I showed you before, and I just put it all in my hair, get my entire, like literally like scalp to ends just coated, and I'll let that sit either overnight or for a couple of days. I mean, I work from home, so like I just kind of throw my hair up and forget about it for a while. So that is our Rejuvenique oil, and I am obsessed with it. So I know that was a lot. Thank you for watching and for bearing with me, but all of these things are super important if you want to have, the best results with money. Now, if you have any questions about the products, about your healing phase, about how much to use, if you need to change your shampoo or conditioner, you can always come to me, even if it's 1 in the morning and you're like, this is a dumb question. Like, don't be afraid to shoot me a text. I'm here for you. If you have any problems with your flagship or you need help deciding what products to get next, please let me know. I'm so happy and ready to help you. That is my job. I love doing it, so don't hesitate to reach out.
With all